My guest is having technical difficulties, so if you're here, please bear with us. Don't leave. She has some good gems that she's gonna be dropping. So I just want you to give us a few minutes. I know it's been quite a few minutes, but she is coming and we're going to do this and we're gonna teach you how to get booked and keep building. So I just did all that talking and y'all was not airing me. It's your girl Corey Love, guys. This is one thing I'm gonna have to take down and edit because this is too much. This is just too much. So I know it's gonna be really, really good. Thank you guys for being so patient and waiting for my guest to come in. She is traveling up at actress, of course, and she's working, she's traveling. And so there was technical difficulties. And so she did it. She made it. We're going to make it happen tonight. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Your host, Corey Love. That's me. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it right on. We're not going to waste any more time. Again, thank you guys so much for staying on. Brittany. See, I'm telling you, this thing giving difficulties. You must going to drop some real good information. Let's see. Let's see. Is it the internet there? Oh, she got kicked out again. Oh, man. The internet is terrible where she's at. Okay, let's try again. You there? Okay. Listen, they don't want you to be great. That's what's going on. But that's okay. We got this. And I'm going to take this down and I'm going to edit it. We're going to make it look like it's together. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for staying on and waiting and rocking with us. Go ahead and drop your name and location so we could know where you're tuning in from. And let my guest introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I am Brittany Monae. You can follow me on Instagram at itsbeautiful_B or Facebook, Brittany Monae, or TikTok, itsbeautiful_B.
So Instagram is itsbeautiful_B.
Itsbeautiful_B.
Okay, I gotta fix that for people be pulling up the other B, the wrong B. Yeah. So okay, so you're traveling now. So you're like live and direct out of the city, doing your thing. This internet where you at is not working for me. It is not doing you right. Oh man. Brittany. Oh man. I don't know what's going on.
Can you see me?
You was paused. You was frozen. You was frozen. I said that you're traveling now. And that internet, so you need to get your internet money back from that.
When I came in, I said, I gotta be on a podcast. Can you give me the internet code? And I don't remember what she said.
I need you to remember because you're gonna be freezing the whole time. That's what's happening now. Hey Jazz, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for dropping your name so that I could know. I know people are on, I just don't know who's on because they're not dropping their name and location. But either way, let's talk about what you have going on as an actress. So we're going to talk about betting on you. We're going to talk about perfecting your craft, how to, the power of networking, because people have to understand that's really, really
I can hear
big.
you again.
Oh, it's you because I'm not on mute.
I can't hear you.
Oh no.
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Hold on.
They don't want her to be great. I don't like this. You gonna need to call that office.
No, this time it's the kids keep calling. I just told them stop calling.
So put your phone on DND because if it's not on DND, every call you get is gonna
Let me put on DND.
Yeah.
Wait, where the DND at?
Oh no.
Look at here, Satan. You better stop today. Hold on, let me find it.
Girl, I about to say we ain't giving him no credit though.
So the D&D, would that be airplane mode? No.
Um, no, it should say D&D. Hold on. Oh shoot. Focus. It should say. It might say focus first, and then
Focus.
you click focus. Yeah, and then do not disturb.
Oh, I see a little moon. Oh, okay, I see it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So put it on the people not allowed. That's what I put.
D&D. Do not disturb. And remember to turn it back on now.
Okay, I think I got it. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. If you're there jumping on again, please drop where you're located at and your name so we can know who you are and who's watching her and learning a little bit about what she's going to be giving us. Now, let's talk about betting on yourself because we're going to hit each one of these bullet points, I would call them, right? Because we want to know, how do you bet on yourself? What do you consider betting on yourself as far as, taking risk or trusting the process? Like, do you have fears when you decided to fully commit to acting?
So yes. Being a mom with children, it was very like, do I go for it? Do I try to stay and work? Because I was a nurse. So I'm like, should I stay and try to work? Should I go for it? But I to act. So I said a prayer and I said, Lord, you gonna guide me through this. And
Mm-hmm.
I literally took a bet, and I like to bet. I know I
Yeah.
like so, but and if it, you gotta always bet on yourself. So I'm gonna bet on myself every time.
Yeah. And you did it. How long you been doing it now, though?
Okay, so I've always been in theater, like since a young girl, but I would say crossing over to mainstream, it's been about 4 years.
Oh, okay. All right, nice. Now, throughout that whole time, 4 years so far, have you ever wanted to give up?
Oh yes.
Tell us why and like, how did
Anytime
you keep going?
you ever thought about like when something like a storm come, but you
Uh-huh.
know if the storm is gonna end. And then eventually after a storm, the sun comes out. So
Mm,
so discouraged. I feel like you just gotta hold on because eventually the sun gonna come back
it's
out.
gonna come out. Yeah. All right, you better go on over there and preach, girl. Listen here. Let us know something, honey. I love that. Love that. Now, being okay, let's say the storm is gone. You made it through whatever. The sun is shining, so you get that like that energy back. Like you good now, right? So I get that. Is there any lessons that you've learned so far through the process?
I've learned that you're gonna get 100 no's.
Mm-hmm.
You're going you're not good enough. You're gonna get
So they
you're gonna
actually say you're not good enough, though.
I won't necessarily say that, but
In
like
so many words.
yeah, like you really don't look too good on the screen. Maybe that language.
Mm.
You can't get well, let me say, first of all, you know how they say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt
Yeah.
you. That's
Mm-hmm.
like that phrase because words can really hurt you.
Yeah.
But I learned that you got to take them words and you got to eat it and you regurgitate it and make it positive.
Hmm.
Bottom line of it.
Mm-hmm. You say you were a nurse and you have children, right?
Mhm.
What's like what your daily habits are? Like, what do you do to stay on point? Because you got to study lines, you got the children at the house, you probably got pick up, drop off, all that good stuff. How do you balance doing all of that?
I balance it with prayer and a lot of help from my kids. Like,
Mm,
I think my kids know every last one of my scripts front and back because I
no
use
way.
character in my script.
You use what?
I use the kids for all my characters in my scripts.
God.
Mhm.
Wow. So they learning what right along with you.
Yeah. They don't want to do it. They shy. But yeah, and most of the time when I do my Zoom reads or my
Mm-hmm.
or monologues, 9 times out of 10, it's probably my oldest son or my oldest daughter, my reader.
Okay. Okay. And now with that, have you okay, so you already got the scripts, you're practicing it, and you travel because you don't really shoot in your city.
I'm back.
Oh. You don't really shoot in your city. You're shooting in a lot. I know you do a lot in Georgia, South Carolina and stuff. So are you flying? Do you have the plug? Tell us about that.
Um, so I will first say this. When you're starting off and you want to be an actor, I will tell people off rip, have a backup plan. Have a trust fund, a bank account with some money to fall back on, because you don't get money right away. Money don't just come and they just offer you everything. A lot of this comes out of pocket. Like the term struggling actor is real, because a lot of it is out of pocket. So for my first 2.5 years was all the way out of pocket. I was paying for my trips, I was paying for my flights, I was paying for my hotels, I was paying for classes, I was paying for hair, I was paying for makeup, I was paying for wardrobe, all out of pocket. I wasn't receiving no type of money unless I was doing extra work in Atlanta for like Tyler Perry or some of the bigger films up there.
Mm.
Hey, but even then, you're only getting paid maybe $100, $125, $150. If you're a feature, you may get paid $200, but
Mm-hmm.
out to what you prepared, what the money you spent.
It doesn't add up.
So
So would you inc so obviously you're new. Let's say you're brand new. Hey, Nikki Pinks is on saying, "Hey, Brittany." So we basically tonight we're just vibing. We're talking about books, being booked and building. So basically building up, to become a full-time actress. And so Brittany was a nurse and she decided to do this full time. With prayer, God guided her to do what she needed to do. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Let us know you're here supporting. And this is like relax. We're chilling. You get your wine, your popcorn, whatever. Let's talk about it. So with you doing 2 years and a half, right? You were coming out of pocket. So you were spending at least 1,200. I'm assuming because I did movie premieres and I spent $1,200 everyone.
and
And
hello,
you're making 150 a day. We're just saying, I don't know. And you can share later on we'll talk about that. But you're making 150 a day. You only shooting for 3 days. There's a negative there. How did you deal with that? You got children.
so thank God I had a support system
Yeah.
and a man that was supporting me to
Yeah.
push my. He was like, "Yeah, babe, this what you want to do? Okay,
Go
the room
ahead.
costs $100. Your hair
Mhm.
costs 50 for the install. The wig is 250. Your nails another 100. You gotta have food money while you're on the road.
Yeah. Gas money.
Yeah, like you gotta get a rental car when you get into these places. So
Yeah.
it's a struggle. Struggling actor word. If you want to be an actor, you're gonna go through the struggle. And I can't stress this enough. You have to have a cushion when you're first starting off being an actor. Unless you already like YouTube, you got coming in your social media already
I
popping.
got 29,000 followers. That still might not be enough. And
Facts.
so while we on that right there, let's talk about let's talk about being booked as a struggling actor, one, an actor with 3,000 followers, and the thing is, now you got to have that audience. You got to have, they need to know that, hey, she got X amount of followers, because I've heard it's hard if you're not basically an influencer. So how you do it? Because I know you got less than 10,000. So what you doing?
So this is when networking comes into play.
Correct.
Social butterfly. I talk to everybody.
Everybody.
And I'm going to tell you, I get this question maybe 10 times in a week. How do you make your connections? Let me tell you, baby, I do what I do every day. I scroll, I type. So when I'm watching movies, when the credits come on, I'm really waiting for the credits to come. Because if I really like that movie and I like the people that's in that movie, I'm going to go look at them credits. I'm going to see who the producer, who was the cinematographer, who is these people. And I go to searching them on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I go to following them. The next step, once I go down their page, see if they got any casting calls. But then the next thing I do is I send my headshots, I send my reels, and for all y'all, this is my universal phrase I say when I get in their inbox. I say, "Hi, my name is Brittany Monae, and I am blah 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 blah. This is my da 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 da." Mind you, okay.
Yeah, like elevator pitch.
I have in my notes all this already. So I really face it, but it say, hey, I'm Brittany Monae. I'm from here. I'm this, I'm that. 5'5", blah blah blah. These are my measurements. Blah 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 blah. I send my best headshot. Send my best headshot. And before I got a reel, I used to do some monologues, and then I'll send them a monologue of a scene of a movie that I've already, that everybody knows, just so they can see what you can do, because you don't have the notoriety yet to prove to them that this is what I'm capable of doing.
Right.
I would say reach out. You got to network. You got to reach out and post yourself. Post what you're capable of. Post what they're missing. You know what you can bring to the table, but they don't know what you can bring to the table. They just see you just a normal person, on Facebook, and really they probably never even see you. So you have to put your own self in a position to go meet these people, and put yourself in a room. You know the phrase when they say, sit me at the table with the people with the boss's mind frame. That's what I do. Myself in a position to where I want you to know me. I want to sit at the table with the bosses, and I want y'all to know who Brittany Monae is.
So do you vet them first? Like, do you go through their page and you just comment? Like, you do it for a week, 2 weeks? How long do you do it before you jump in their DM?
I jump in their DM right away. I jump in that DM right away, and then the next thing I know, I go to liking statuses. I go to commenting on everything. Especially if they got a new movie come out, I try to congratulate everybody on the cast. And then the next thing I do, I start going to the people that's on the cast, because now them same people that they got on the cast are doing their own movies now. Got their own stuff now, and them same people don't post their casting calls. So I just get in everybody's inbox and I apply all the casting calls that I can see that I feel I'm capable of. Because one thing I want everybody to know, every casting call, every movie is not for you.
Come on.
It's not.
So how do you decide which one is for you? Like, I want to, okay, let me give you an example. I want to be in, I'm going to say, everybody says a Dennis Reed or Moolah movie. I want to be in a Dennis Reed movie, right? And I know I'm not feeling, I'm looking at the casting call. Nothing really fits me, but I want to be in this. I feel like I have an opportunity. How do you decide that, like, what can I do? Which one do I think I can go for? Because let's say one has a sex scene. You can't do a sex scene because you got a man and he real funny or whatever, right? Just saying. You don't want your son to see you in this type of position, but you want the role. Like, I gotta get this because this gonna get me in the door. What would you do? Like, how do you decide to or not do? Do or not do it?
That's easy. if I want to be in his type of movie, or and I see what he's casting for, but it's just not for me. When you notice that it's not for me, but you want to be seen by him, he's gonna also post background. Go
Ah.
background. Go for the background, and when you get on set, network, meet people, be energetic, and always keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your thinking hat on, because people be dropping gems on each set. You just gotta, listen twice as hard as you looking, and twice
Mm-hmm.
open your mouth. You gotta just
Mm-hmm.
know what to do, know not what to do and what not to say and who not to approach right away.
You better come on with this knowledge.
And I will also say you have to physically know what you want to do. Physically. You gotta say, hey, okay, look, I know I'm a talker, I'm a strong this, I can play a gangster, I know I can do this. But
Mm-hmm.
if a role that's a curvy, they want a curvy female and long Brazilian hair and da 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 da, but you got a bald head and you 90 pounds soaking wet, don't go for that role. Look,
But you can put on a wig.
but you're not curvy.
In her eyes, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes so much sense. And so
Look at the
you say that you go and you listen and you watch and you observe. So do you would you say that you try to fit in? Because I'm sitting next to somebody that done been in 9 of his movies, so I know they're the plug. You try to be friends with them, like you. What? How do you do that?
I want don't overly exert yourself. But hey,
Yeah.
hey, I'm Brittany Monae. I have seen you in a lot of movies. You're awesome. Any pointers you can give me?
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, I haven't really ran in nobody that's just like, get away from me. Like, no. I personally have not. Everybody be openly nice and
Mm-hmm.
drop gems. But on the flip side of that, you do run into some people that's kind of feeling themselves. They're bigger in the game. They've been doing this a while, and they just, they're there to do their job, and they, move on to the next because they got 10 other scripts that they got to do. But
Yeah.
leave a lasting,
You said leave a what? I'm sorry, you cut out.
impression.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I really like that. Now you know when we watch movies, there's gonna be something. Somebody gonna find something. Her lace is showing. Her lace is out. Have you ever been in a movie where it's like, dang, her hair is not done or her acting isn't good? Because you recently started 4 years. So, and I know you've been in like 10 movies, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have a lot dropping this year already that's gonna be coming. So how do you handle constructive criticism? Like, or how do you handle criticism? Because it all depends on how it comes. Like
I
we
was,
talked about your movie 7 Days Without Sex. We just talked about that today, and you knew
yeah.
where some parts are. How do you handle it? Because it's me. What if it's posted?
Um, I've never been the one that kind of like worried about what people say.
Okay.
And you talking about me. So either way you go, you talking about me good, you talking about me bad, you're still making my ratings go up. So
Thank you kindly.
yeah,
Keep talking. Share it. I agree.
I take notes. I take notes like what it is. And then the next time you see me, my lace ain't gonna be lifting, baby. My neck broke.
Because now I know. Now that I know.
Right.
When that's so funny. She said 10 movies. Is it 10 movies in 1 year that you did or 10 movies overall?
Like overall. In 1 year, well, last year is like my most movies I did. And I think last year I did like 6 movies. Yeah.
So and how long you doing it? You said 4 years?
Yeah.
So how many you did your first year?
These are the movies that I consider that I would be like, yeah, I want y'all to go watch. Because don't get me wrong, I got for movies that I do not,
Got you. I got
you know. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, we understand that. Definitely do, man. What type of I know you said you have your children. They're each one of your children become one of the characters, right? And they're preparing it with you, they're doing it with you. Do you actually dress up as your character, get
Yeah.
into it, become that person? What's your strategy besides, going over the lines with them? Not the
Um,
shove under the rug projects.
right. Um, so when I am preparing for a movie, I literally become that person. So when we recorded 7 days, shout out to J Paul and CTC United. I love y'all, hell, and all the CTC family. Um, when I was preparing for 7 days without sex, I literally become that character. So I was Mariah. I was overprotective of my husband. I was Mariah that whole time. Like, I know my man is something wrong with him. Like, I know something's going on. Like, I was Mariah until I was done. And as soon as I was done with Mariah, I was on to my next person.
Oh, so you just focus for that time.
Yes.
You pause or is it me?
That's you.
Oh, don't be blaming me now when your internet was acting crazy the whole time. Thank you. Okay? So let's see what else. Because I just want to survive. I don't want. Do y'all have any questions in the comments or comments? Have you seen her in 7 Days Without Sex? The new movie that just dropped that she is the lead in. How do you have you say something again?
To tell them, ask me some questions.
Yeah, I'm telling her, ask questions, share something, what y'all want to know. I feel like even if you're already an actor, actress, it's professional development. You might have been doing it for 10 years, but it's some new things that's coming out that she might know. She might have took a class and, know something that you may not know. I know you've done a lot you're actually in Georgia now, about to do another film. So do you travel to Georgia a lot?
Yes. My main come out of Georgia, the Carolinas, and most recently, well, I just did a Detroit movie. I just did The Housekeeper 2. Shout out to Laquita with Mid South Films. So I just did
Laquita shot it in Detroit. She not from Detroit.
no, she's from Memphis, but we shot it in
Yeah.
Memphis.
Okay.
Um and then I also in Memphis with Mid South Films, we just did You Made Me This Way, and that drops in May. I think May. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, those are my hot spots. So shout out to the Carolinas and Georgia because y'all like putting on right now.
Okay. Yeah. They doing a lot. They doing a lot. And I love it. It's close to me. So I
Right.
just had the opportunity to cast with Felicia. So that was fun, selecting characters and making sure. Now let's keep it 100, right? Let's for real, for real. Let's talk about, let's say, a day in the life of Brittany getting ready to go on set.
Like what it partakes of.
Huh?
Like what it partakes of.
Yeah, you wake up, what do you do? How do you do to get on set? Because a lot, like tonight, you was getting ready to get on my live. You drove from Florida to Georgia. You had internet issues. You had to switch hotel. You had to do all of this stuff. And like, that's just in one day. Thank God you wasn't filming today. You know what I mean? So
Right.
let's talk about when you have a day that you're shooting. Like today, you came tonight, you relax, you get a nice rest and you get up tomorrow. What would your day
Well,
entail?
I was supposed to film earlier and then they ended up canceling it. So my next steps was I like to relax before set. Like I like to completely clear my mind and get a good nice rest of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird. Might be so crazy, but I when I do say I got a script in the script, like, you know, it's different parts of the script. You have like long dialogue, you have 2-sentence dialogues. If I know for a fact I have something that's long dialogue, I record doing it. I record myself saying my lines and I listen back to it.
So you do that on the way to set?
I do it off rip. Like when I'm first getting my entire script broke down, if I know it's something off rip that I'm gonna be struggling with, I go ahead and record myself saying those lines.
That's a good strategy. I know when I interviewed Alfonso Settles, he said that too. He plays it in a car.
Yeah.
Some people write it and stuff. Marcus says, who did you play in Housekeeper? He got killed in the first one. He got killed off.
I was a character. I played what's his name? The wife. I played Fancy in the movie, but I am the wife of can't even think of his name. I played Fancy in the movie though.
Okay. You don't know the character name?
I can't think of what my husband name is right now.
Oh, you're a bad wife.
I can't even tell y'all the movie. So I'm about to draw some gems. I don't understand why I can't remember his name when y'all watch the movie.
Okay, got you. Kiki says, what do you feel is considered being treated well on set? I like that. Good makeup, good food, makeup, etc. You know, getting picked up at the airport with the sign. I'm just saying, what do you consider good?
That's plus. Like all of that you're saying is plus. But I think just if there's food on set, you know, everybody is, first off, if it's a calm set, you know, like everybody knows what they're supposed to do. There was a call sheet, you know, everything is smooth sailing. All of the participants are there, the camera crew's there. Everybody has a respect for everybody else. There's no drama on set. Food is a plus because I love food. I love food. Is a plus. You give me some good, comfortable place to sleep. That's a plus. And working with directors that has kind of been in the game a little while and they've already been through the do's and the don'ts and this set didn't run that well because of this reason. So this set, I'm gonna run it different. You know, I'm gonna run it how I feel is gonna be a lot smoother. If you have that's respectable, that you know, that speak to you respectable. That plays a big part because you can't deliver your lines if you have confusion around you.
Yeah. What's a pet peeve? We all got some. Keep it real.
My pet peeve, one of my pet peeves is not having a call sheet at least a week prior.
The first day call sheet.
Yeah, the first day call.
Okay.
Like, know the dates, know where you need to be at, time frame wise, you know, what scenes you're doing first so you can mentally prepare for that.
If you don't have that, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Right. Okay. What kind of food do you like on set? Pizza, chicken and fries?
I love to eat, but when I'm actually on set, like and I have a lot of lines, I like fruit. Fruit, yes. I love fruit.
Now we talked about you wanting to give up before, right? But you gave a quote. I will say a quote. You talked about the weather. So tell us about how you think about, say it again. You said that you think about the rain, and
if you think about
that was powerful.
It's storming right now. You got to think about eventually the rain is going to stop and the sun is going to come out. You just got to make it through that storm. And sometimes your storm may be 5 minutes. Because I live in Florida. Corey, you live in Florida too. So you know it's raining right here, raining right
Across the
here.
street.
So sometimes you really got to just take a step back, take
Yeah.
a step forward, take a breather. Sometimes you need the rain. I think that's what we fail to realize. Sometimes
Mhm.
rain, because a flower can't grow without rain,
Mhm.
grow without water.
Yeah.
A flower needs sunshine, a flower needs rain, and
Yeah.
we're flowers. We need certain nutrients to bloom. And them nutrients in the acting world is you need your classes, you need your headshots, you need the negative. I don't care what nobody say. Sometimes you need a little negative in your life because that negative is that push that you need. Now it's depending on how you take that negative. You can take that negative and be down, or you can, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You
Mhm.
Yourself out of that. You can't stay in a place, and it's okay. Let me rephrase back. It's okay to be in a down mood sometimes. It's okay.
Mhm.
Everybody goes through that. Everybody
Mhm.
time where people not gonna like you. People you may
Yeah.
like, I could have did that part better than somebody else. But it's just at that moment. If what you feel at that moment you could have did better, prove that in the next movie. If you
Come on.
and you like, I ain't do too good. Or even I'm gonna take it one step further. When I was in acting class, my acting coach said something so powerful, and I didn't understand it until I watched the movie for myself. He said, shout out to Renaissance Jones. He says, when you feel like you ain't delivered that line right, don't let them push you into moving on to the next one, because it's
Mm.
on the camera. And I never realized that, or like I never realized that until I watched a movie that I was in, and I was like, ooh, why didn't I do that again? Or why didn't I say it like this? Or and then I thought about back on set, it was because it was kind of like, okay, come on, we gotta get this going. We gotta and then I think another thing is you know what a pet peeve of mine is?
Yeah.
I do not like not having no type of chemistry. Not having no
All right.
built chemistry with your castmate. I feel like that plays a huge part in making it realistic on the screen.
Would you say that comes during table reads or rehearsals? Because table reads, you're just sitting down reading,
I
so you
think
can't really.
it comes in all of it, because you could have a table read and you got a character that's a good portion of that movie, but it's never come on, never ever, you never even heard their voice on the table read. And then so you may be reading a line a certain type of way and you're delivering it a certain type of way. And then you get on set and then you hear that other person, you like, wait a minute. You have to switch your whole momentum up, because it's like you got a high voice or you got a low voice, or you're real shy, or you can got some lungs on you. So I think it comes in general. And another thing that I think it comes with call sheets again too, because I feel like if we have a little bit of time to where um I'm trying to think, J Paul and Mid South, they're really good at this. When you get on set, they make you come early to set, and
Mm.
your scenes, they make you go with your castmates in a separate room away from everybody else and go over your.
Ah,
And I
I like
really
that.
appreciate that, because that helps a lot.
Nice. I like that. I definitely like that. Do you feel what connection have you had that you feel change your career? Do you feel that you've had that particular role or work with that certain person that has changed your career thus far? Yeah, just say thus far.
I I think each movie, each production I've been on has changed my career, because
Mm-hmm.
I take something from each production,
Nice.
which each movie I've been on,
Mm-hmm.
production, each movie I be on, I take those gems, I take the good, I take the
Mm-hmm.
bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it together,
Mm-hmm.
self and like mindedness of it. So I figure out, okay, I know this set didn't go so well because of this reason. And I know
Mm-hmm.
this didn't happen so well because of this reason. So I know when I bringing myself into the next production for myself, now I'm speaking only for myself, I know
Right.
what not to do, how to react, how not to react, how to become a better actor through experience.
Mm-hmm. So you take something different every time, and that makes a lot of sense because every set is going to be different. There's never going to be, even the same set might not have the same people, so it'll be different, behaviors and stuff like that. But before we close out again, guys, this is Brittany Monae. And Brittany is out of Florida, but she travels. She's available for bookings. And you can find her on Facebook at Brittany Monae. You can also find her on TikTok and Instagram at It's Beautiful _B. So if you're not already following, make sure you follow her. Alicia, thanks for tuning in. Marcus, Kiki, J Paul, everybody that's on, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This isn't an interview, this isn't a Carefree Cinema conversation, so you will see her again. We just vibing on a Friday, trying to talk about, marketing and networking and how she stays booked and get herself built up in this industry, right? So now staying disciplined is hard. So you say you like fruits when you on set, right? But you want to, I know Renaissance is your coach. Does he coach you in fitness too?
So when he see I'm not eating something that I'm supposed to be not eating, he will say something. He'll send me like stretches and stuff I need to be doing. I don't
So he
listen.
coach you overall.
Yeah, he do.
Nice.
I don't be listening
Definitely
to that.
nice.
I ain't gonna lie. So if he
You
watching, I
what?
don't be listening to the exercise part.
You say what?
I don't listen to the exercise part.
Just the coaching. And I hope he on here too and hear you. I'm a DM him. You like a big kid. I don't care. You guys can check her out. She recently starred. See her right here in the middle in 7 Days Without Sex. She is the lead. Um, yeah, check her out. That's J Paul production, right? I'm about to say I got y'all little signs. Y'all thought. All right, Kiki says she is definitely going to watch your show tonight, and let's talk about it because she and I talked about it. So yeah, I'm about to do a review. Look at the hearts.
Thank
You saw
you.
them on the screen.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Like popping up a
So,
little corner.
that's so crazy. Yesterday, the girl, it was thumbs up and like fireworks behind her or something. So to close out, I know you gave us a lot of tips. You gave us a lot of strategies and different things like that. But what advice would you give the, a newbie coming out to, besides just, you said, going on watching the movie, seeing who's in the movies, reaching out? What other type of advice would you give to them?
My
And I'm
big
gonna put you on yourself. Hold on one second. I want you to be big on the screen. Hold on. So you can answer this. How the heck? Okay. There you go.
okay. The biggest thing I can tell you to do is do some background work first. Do some background work.
Mm,
See if this is what you really want to do. Because I tell people all the time, you can have a call time at 10 a.m. and you don't film until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
mhm,
And then that life still happens. Life is still going on. Stuff, we got kids, husbands, wife, work, stuff still goes on. So I tell people do some background work, do some research, and mentally prepare yourself because the acting game is cutthroat and it ain't as
hmm,
peachy as everybody may portray it to be. And just because
mhm,
see these people, their movie after movie after movie after movie, know that each person has went through some things to get to where they're at.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like that. I really like that because a lot of people think that you just go on, you do your role, and you move. That's not how it is. They want you on set all day long. Even if you have one scene, they prefer that because you got to think about it. Sometimes if they have scene 5, 7, and 9 today, and it's in that order 5, 7, and 9, but they figure it's better to do 9 now because whatever the case may be. So that's why you're typically on set all day. If anything, um is there anything else you want to leave the audience with? Thank you guys again. If you have any questions, you can definitely still ask your questions. We got like a few more minutes because we started late and we here, chat. We made it. But thank you, Elisa. Elisa say, girl, yes. Yes, do that background. But go ahead and leave us with something.
Keep pushing. Don't let the negative get you down. And it's gonna be times where people not gonna like you, people not gonna like your hair, people not gonna like this. And one thing I've learned that I've heard, and it took me a while to learn this, is once you audition for something, leave that audition. Put that to the back of your mind. If you audition for a movie and you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and now your mind is just congested, and then they've been done put the movie out there and you didn't make it. Now you're all messed up in the head because you didn't make it. Once you do an audition, put that to the side of your head and keep pushing, growing, take classes, update your headshots, start your reel, get your social medias popping, because in this world, in this industry, numbers work. Numbers work. And this may be a sad statement I'm about to say. You cannot act at all. But if you got 75,000 followers, they're going
to pull you in. Yeah. I like that. I definitely like that. Leave that audition in the background because y'all don't get no letter saying you ain't made it. That's the hardest part for me. So I love that. I really, really like that, Brittany. Thank you so much for dropping that. And thanks for being on tonight. We're booked. The popcorn machine just tore my hand up. Booked and building, guys. This replay is going to be up. I don't think I'm going to take it down. I wanted to take it down and edit the beginning because we had so much little issues. But hey, it's going to be up there. Fast forward to 10 minutes and check it out. She dropped some really good. I'm going to have to put that in the comments. Fast forward 10 minutes. I'm gonna rewatch it again. I rewatch all my shows just to see where I could tweak and stuff like that. But thank you so much. You really gave a lot of information. You shared a lot. You were honest. You talked about yourself. You talked about what you like, what you don't like, what you did, what you didn't do, what you're doing. So thanks a lot for that. And I hope that a lot of people rewatch this and understand that you don't just up and do it. You know what I'm saying? There's steps to it. Like Dennis Reed said, there's levels to everything. So make sure that you take those steps and build up each level as time goes by. So as always, guys, it's your girl, Corey Love. Thanks for rocking with me. If there were no you, there would be no Corey Love show. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Brittany, for being on and just being Brittany, girl. I love it. Thank you so much, guys. As always, guidance, blessings, and love. Good night.